Hi there, thanks for tuning in. We are at December 8th trade review. Two trades on this day. First trade was a long trade just after 9:50 bar close. What do I see on my 5 minute chart? Um, I've really looked at this one several times. The day of, to the next day, and then today. Today's December 16th. I'm way behind on my videos. But hindsight's a beautiful thing. I can really see why this trade doesn't work. I went long shortly after this 9:50 bar close. This is a beautiful bar close, but we're not oversold. Or sorry, no, that's that's making my argument the other way. We're we're just at the end of the day, we're in an overall downward trend. Market was kind of sideways through the night, into the morning, and then from about 8 a.m. Eastern time, I should mention that all of my times are Eastern time. Um, we had a nice downward trending day. Market opened with a huge drop, but then it just bounced. Next bar dropped back to the bottom of the day's range and bounced. Now, if this is a major trend reversal, which it all so easily could be, especially in the Nasdaq, I need more confirmation that we're up. Not necessarily waiting for the MAs to cross or anything, but I just needed more. And, as much as this was a beautiful bar close, it wasn't enough of a reason to enter a long trade. So, lots of good reasons to take a long trade right there, but enough bad reasons that you shouldn't have been looking for a short, I don't think, but I just shouldn't have been looking for a long. And then, this was confirmation to take the trade, and it was nice. It set up beautifully. This big gray box is just the opening 5 minute range. And I love setting up trades off of it. It doesn't happen a ton, but when it does, I really, really like them. So we finally break through the top of the 5 minute range. We pull back to the bottom of it. This other little gray rectangle is my, I call it my short term support and resistance. So as this happens, I'm already setting this up, and we get the pullback, and it doesn't really go lower. This pink line here is the opening tick of the day at 9:30 Eastern time, opening of the markets. So I feel like we have support from the open tick. We have support from the top of the 5 minute range. We get a slight lower low from our original pivot with a higher high on our order flow. Uh, that's a buy signal in so many ways, and this trade has just worked so many times for me. And then again, it was based on the fact that we never really made a lower low here. Okay, maybe this is a major trend reversal. Good bull bar confirmation, time to enter the trade. Key is, a few seconds ago I said it, um, we just, it didn't make a lower low and it made a good bull bar. And so does that mean go long in clearly a downward trending market? No. Could that trade have worked just as easily? Yeah, I think so. I think it really could have. And then I would have not bragged, but I would have been really impressed with myself for seeing that. But this is too much of a 50-50 trade. I think a lot of times this trade works. I don't know what percentage, but it's just a trade where, you know, I didn't have everything saying, yes, this is a no-brainer trade. And the beauty about the Nasdaq is I'm going to have to say every day, if not 99% of the days that I trade, which is pretty well every single trading day that's not a holiday, um, there's going to be one or two or three or 10 good setups for my style. If you're a scalper, there's probably 27 good setups. If you're a swing trader, I don't know because I'm not. I'm somewhere in between. But for my style of trading, there's several, 50, 20, 25 to 50 point or 100 to 200 tick trades in a day. So if this is a bit of a 50-50 or a gamble, I have to just stay out of it. So that's really all I want to hit on with that trade. I did take a second trade on this day. Um, yeah, okay, I remember this one. So I got in this trade obviously after trying to go long right here. I recognized that we were in a downward trend. Um, the trade was taken a little bit after this 10-15 bar. I did not have this trend line drawn when I took the trade. You know, as soon as this bar finished, I should have had a trend line here. And I probably shouldn't even have taken this short. I should have waited for it to break out of that trend line. Um, but I got a beautiful setup here. This again was the 10-15 pullback bar, dash blue line, major support and resistance. It hits it 3 times, doesn't break below. I love that. I absolutely love that. Um, so I've got major support and resistance holding this thing below, and I've got short-term support and resistance holding this thing below. Where I'm frustrated is um, I I normally at this time I was taking 2 contracts to 45 ticks, just a stock spot. Stock being predetermined unless the market says else or something else, I leave my first target at 45 ticks and I run 2 contracts there. My second one I think is at 60 normally, or was it when I was running this strategy? Um, I moved it. I moved a second one out of pure greed because I lost on my first trade and I was trying to get that back plus. So I should have been out of 3 of 4 contracts. So I should have been out 45, 45 is 90 plus 60, or I think 60. I should have had 150 ticks locked up here. And then I'm perfectly okay leaving my stop and getting taken out of the last one. But in reality, I got 2 contracts at 45 ticks, which is 90, and then I had 2 stopped contracts at 36 apiece, which is 72. So 18 ticks of profit on that trade, 50 cents a tick, $9 profit. Super frustrating because this was a decent trade. I mean, on this chart, it's set up just absolutely perfectly. I can see why I maybe shouldn't have taken the trade here, but I'm okay with this. This is what frustrates me was the greed, moving my second target. I've always been okay moving my last target because that's where I want to move my last target always to the target where I think the market's going to go in the, somewhat near future. But moving my second target, that's not a part of my game plan. So I didn't plan the trade and trade the plan. I got greedy. Emotions got the best of me, and it ended up costing me money. So this was a losing day for me. I lost whatever on the first trade. I'll put it in my the title of this video. And then the second trade was only $9 of profit. So I had more than $9 lost my first trade. So it was an overall red day for me. Um, Not really much else to say there. It was a learning day for me, and we have a short-term memory, and we move on, and we'll see what happens. See what happens tomorrow. Thanks for tuning in, and look forward to the next video. If you haven't already, do me a favor and click in that bottom right-hand corner and subscribe to my channel. And if you liked this video or found it helpful, go ahead and like it and leave me a comment if you so desire. Thanks again for tuning in. Talk to you later.